Welcome, my friends. After a small hiatus, we are back in action. And welcome back once again to the World of Thaylos. Tonight we have with us Foluco, Loosefang, Nutmeg, Raylan, Renji, and Sheik says he will be joining us shortly. So we should have a good number of players this evening. In our last episode, a few weeks ago, the party had made its way to Tower and consulted with some of the great minds that were there at the tower in forming a plan and researching the possibility of containing the Lord of Chaos as they prepare for the final encounter when the six shards of chaos will come together and reform the Lord of Chaos. And we return to the action. There we go. Okay. Okay. So we've got the players here. Let's see. I'm going to put Marcus in hammer space.
Bonk.
Bonk.
I'm sorry, that was a bad pun. That was a really bad pun. I apologize.
That's fine. That's fine. I am totally okay with bad puns.
I know, but that was like that wasn't even like groan worthy. That was just a bad pun.
All right. So, when we last left the action, the Marion's library was a bit of a mess as they were rummaging through all the different kinds of books, trying to find out just how to defeat or contain the Lord of Chaos. Marcus was the one who brought in the clincher as he was informed by the ghost of Midge Mully Manifoldy Gatsprunkle, who was the author of the book The History of the Lord of Chaos, and his book contained some of the critical information that the party needed in order to formulate a plan. When we last left off, Brother Thomas and Marion were debating as to whether the divine and the arcane powers could be combined in order to form the the generators that would form the circle that would contain the Lord of Chaos. And Marion reluctantly agreed to work together.
Hmm.
All right. Do we have everybody here?
Yes.
Okay. Do we have, let's see, Loosefang, are you?
Can you still hear me?
I can still hear you. That's good. All right. I want to make sure we've got, let's see, we've got Loosefang, we've got Sir Squeaks, we've got Nutmeg, and you left Paprika outside, and Raylan and Fluffles and Renji. That's who we're missing.
Missing something.
Whoa.
Missing multiple things.
Well, what are we missing, Renji?
I pointed out.
I'm not sure what
Can
we're
you say it?
referring to.
Can you say what it is, or do you not know?
HP bar?
The health bar of some people.
Oh, that's right. Raylan's missing an HP bar. There you go.
Well,
He's immortal.
There you go.
It's like he's a player.
Yeah,
NPCs
that's a good point. I had missed that. All right, but I'm trying to.
NPCs I understand, but players.
Yeah, you want to have players with their HP bars and their nameplates. I get that. Okay. So in the has been waiting. Let me see if I can get this just a moment. Okay. Marion and Brother Thomas have been working together to come up with type of this magical generator that they use, and they are ready to present their final product to you here. Let me get that. There we go. All right. So the two of them together have formed a curious looking mechanism, like a pedestal with a stone base. And on top of this pedestal is a sphere with swirling clouds inside it. Mary, she looks skeptical, but she announces to the group, this is the prototype generator. I have 3 of these, and we need to place them in a perfect in perfect interval place where the Lord of Chaos will be formed when the 6 come together. Have you guys figured out exactly where that's going to take place? Who's speaking?
Sorry, that's me. Sorry.
Yeah. So, have you guys figured out where that's going to take place? Because you could set, there are hundreds of different places you can set them up, but if they're not in place when the 6 come together, then the whole plan is going to fail.
Well, I can't remember. Do we know where? Like, is there a foretold place that they will conjoin, meet up at?
See, and Mistress Hill actually, she pipes up and she says, it's as we were discussing before, it is the place where the body of the Lord of Chaos was first taken and separated, and we know that was in the eastern swamps. Some of that area has become populated by now, and so one of you was talking about how you found a cave before that where there was an intelligent kobold in there. Who was the one who was talking about that?
Lucifer looks over to Renji. I'm not sure. Can we make 4?
You want to take 4 pedestals?
I don't know. Renji
We
was
only
saying
need 3.
something about making 4 of them, so that way we've got a backup.
Place 4 instead of 3, 1 for backup. Ah, I see what you're saying. Now, what would be the purpose of having 4 of them? Because
every
the
plan A always fails.
Every plan A always fails.
And plan B is mostly the backup that saves it.
Let's see. And Brother Thomas actually, he pipes up and walks over to you, Renji, and he's saying, my friend, in this case, if plan A fails, there is no plan B. There is no backup. We're dead.
That is why there's a plan B. For that, I just say, think about it.
Well,
you always
here's
have
what.
You've always a known variable.
Well, seeing as how one of our compatriots is now the host of the embodiment of chaos, I think our plans have a pretty stellar track record. So I think we should be fine with plan A.
Don't get estimated.
Stellar track record. What do you mean by that? Was that sarcastic?
It might have been.
But yes, Mistress Hill, it continues. I don't know what you guys found out there, but I do know that an intelligent talking kobold is an anomaly. That's just unheard of. Kobold intelligence has always been very low.
Sir Squeaks pipes up and says, actually, I've met quite a few intelligent kobolds over the years.
Great out.
But I don't think your standard is the same as ours. No offense.
Hey, they're really good at finding apples. Apples are good.
They are
I
also
see what
bright
you mean.
red amongst green.
I see. But Mistress
But
Hill,
we're getting lost in the weeds here. We gotta
Mistress
figure
Hill
out.
kind of laughs off the joke, and she says, "What I'm referring to is the fact that a kobold kept his own personal library and was able to, as you were saying, he was able to summon skeletons and carry on a conversation in high common. That's unheard of."
Well, so say we get back to this cave area and we set up these pillars. And we're going to capture or seal away the chaos whenever they get there.
Marion jumps in at this point and she says, "This is going to require a bit of explanation, but essentially what you're doing is you are creating a containment field that acts like a portal to the planes, except this portal doesn't go anywhere; it simply collapses in on itself, and so that is pulled into this portal becomes trapped forever
See.
because it essentially goes nowhere."
So,
So how
like
did he get out the first time?
old Farmer Grig's bog pit. Gotcha.
I suppose you could use that as an analogy, yes.
So how did he get out this time?
Now, Brother Thomas comes over to you, Raylan. Not a student of history, are you?
Not. Wait, actually, let me check. Am I? Sorry,
Yeah. What's your
Very
knowledge
chic.
of history?
I should
Very
probably
chic.
check that before.
Oh, we have a
Hello.
sheik. Hey, we have
Hi,
a sheik. Yay!
Oh, he's
My
there.
knowledge of
Derek.
history is. I have
Hey,
a
Derek.
9 in knowledge of history, so I should know these things.
Which is decent enough. Yes, Renji?
I called it.
That you called what?
Wait until the hour mark.
Ah, there it is. Yes,
Sorry.
he came in on the hour. Right? It's 8 o'clock on the dot.
Never underestimate my what I say.
Guessing.
I have a good
Your
I have a good
estimates.
thing for
Yeah.
guessing.
Don't
Estimate your
underestimate the estimation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, Sheik, I've got your character in game. If you could jump onto roll 20, you can join us.
I am popping in right now.
Fantastic.
So,
Go ahead, Lutz Fang.
well, I was just wondering, so what would happen, to our friend who's currently the host? Like, would they be sucked into this no man's portal?
Well, Brother takes his hand, says, "Unfortunately, I don't see any other way to do this."
Well, if it's the only way to do it, then. One's life is more. I would consider one's life more important than the fate of the world.
The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. Oh, wait,
It
never
is-
mind.
It,
One
it-
movie.
it is. It is unfortunate that we have to do it, but if we do,
Like,
I
I've
would
heard
rather
some
go with
people
that.
say it's for the greater good.
Did someone say food? I like greater food.
Did you just say you
Well-
cast greater food?
Perhaps I say that we go through with it, and perhaps Mother Oleano would save him after all is
I
said
mean,
and
you-
done.
You were saved,
Exactly.
but you are also a little,
Them.
and Loose Fang does, like, twist it, crossing his fingers, a little tighter, I would say, with the lady upstairs. I mean, not that he's not a decent fellow, but I think you have her ear a little easier than he might. But I think I do agree. We got to do something. We can't let this monster just rampage and cause chaos and destruction everywhere.
Well, I personally would, of course, love to save people from glooms of deep, dark despair and possession by evil incarnate, but I think that I won't hesitate to try and save the world.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
We all good?
Uh-huh.
Hello? Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
hear you. You not hear us?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, we're back.
Can you hear us hearing you?
Yes, we can hear you hearing us.
Can you hear me now?
I can.
Good.
Weird.
Yep. I basically said I'd rather save the world and of course save anyone else if possible, but at least save the world.
Hello? Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Gone.
Yes?
Okay.
Can you still not hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you now, but I apologize. My connection is just being really spotty.
Yeah, it
No,
just went.
it's Discord.
No.
It's
We got
Discord.
you. It's all good.
Like Discord has
Yeah,
some
it
server.
happens. No
Discord has
worries.
some.
At any rate, let's try and move forward.
I mean, Discord has some connection problems with servers sometimes.
That may be. That may be. Let's move forward.
Okay.
All right. So, Sheik, are you here with us?
I am here.
Fantastic. All right, let me get you a little caught up. Were you here the last time with us?
I believe so, but I could always use a quick refresher.
All right. So, Marion, Lady Marion and Brother Thomas are, and Mistress Hill are discussing the manner in which the Lord of Chaos will be contained, will be finally contained. They found a book that was written by an old gnome that gave some critical clues as to what needs to happen. There needs to be an arcane generator created, and this is the prototype here. So Marion and Brother Thomas are working together using both arcane and divine magic to create these generators. And conceivably, what it will do is if you could get 3 of them placed equally around the spot where the 6 will form together, then it will create a containment field, and it will act like a portal to another plane, but that portal will go to no plane. It will go nowhere. So it will simply pull them into this portal, and they will be gone because it goes nowhere.
But if it goes nowhere, then isn't that somewhere?
That nowhere does end up being somewhere. Even if that somewhere is nowhere.
That's deep.
Yeah, a hole would be something.
got
No,
busy.
it was nothing. Yeah, no, it's to be honest, I don't know where it goes, but it doesn't go to any plane. It simply
Doesn't.
goes into the portal and doesn't come out anywhere else.
It's just a moment. It's just a moment in time. That's where it is.
That's the best that I can explain it.
What I say?
Paluco is not Paluco. Sir Squeaks is really confused.
What I say?
Understandably.
Very
Sorry,
good.
what was that, Renji?
Like I said, it was just a moment in time.
That's one way to look at it. Yes. And Marion is fairly skeptical herself because she's never done anything like this before. Despite the fact that she's centuries old, she's she's this is entirely theoretical, so she doesn't even know if this is going to work. However, we need to make 2 more of these, and we need to find out the spot where the 6 are going to form. That is going to be your job. Brother?
Can these things be moved easily enough, or should we make them there? Like, do we want to make them here and then take them there, or would it be better to just wait and make them once we get there?
I understand your concern, young one, but believe me, I have my ways. Right here in the tower is the ideal location to actually build them, and then let Brother Thomas and I worry about actually bringing them to the spot. Your job is to figure out where they need to be placed. And so, sorry, go ahead, Sheik.
I think that our cleric and our wizard have some skills that can probably point us in the right direction on that.
So Mistress Hill pipes up one more time, and she says, as a reminder, the place where the Lord of Chaos was first separated into the 6 parts, that is the place where they will reform. And so that is the place that you need to find. If you're watching the shards themselves, you might be able to get an idea of where they're headed. As long as you remember, they can't travel on water. So if you can watch their movements, you might be able to get an idea of where they're headed. All I can tell you is that somewhere in the swamplands on the east side of the bay. So the choice is now yours, says Brother Thomas. I came with you on the boat across the bay. However, if that boat is no longer there in Port Sheridan, you either have to go around the bay or get yourself a new boat and go across. So the choice. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say it seems a bit hopeful to think that it would still be there.
I don't know. I've always wanted to be a pirate.
Well, it wasn't much of a pirate ship. If you recall, it was all inhabited by skeletons.
Well,
the ship probably wouldn't be too useful considering Faluco warped the wood to keep it basically going in a circle.
Oh, you're right. We would have to do woodworking just to even and make it workable again.
And considering your resident druid is no longer with you, that's going to be a tall order.
Well, we'll have to perhaps either buy passage or borrow a ship.
I saw your little finger quotes there. Borrow.
Well, I'm the resident sneaky person.
So, Marion chimes in. Where would you want to go if you want to get yourself a ship?
Well, the port city, of course.
That would be my guess. So, I'm not sure how much time we have, but I guarantee it's not very much. If you're willing, I can give you a lift part way.
Okay.
I mean, we'll take any help we can get.
So, just a minute. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, someone's knocking on the door. Just a second.
So, who wants to be a pirate?
No.
I mean, not particularly.
Uh,
An immoral ruffian? No thanks.
I don't think we should just throw all rules out the window just because we're trying to stop a bad guy.
Oh, you're right. We're only trying to save the world.
You know, that is a good point. Uh, turning to evil just to stop evil, that seems kind of ironic.
no, it's not. It's not. What do you call it? It's not stupid.
All right. Does anybody think that that pile of gold is still on that broken ship of ours? Because if we can't use it, we might have to at least buy passage on another ship.
That is a good point.
I mean, I guess we should just head there and see what we see and make plans as once we're there. I don't know, that's my vote, to just get underway before too much happens.
I can agree with that.
All right. All right. So,
Question:
yes, what's your question?
Is Relian not joining?
Is who what?
Yeah, Relian.
Oh, for some reason, he was the one who knocked on my door, and he said that his internet is not reconnecting. He's still trying to reconnect. I'm not sure what's going on.
Can't be
Merrick.
restart. Let him try reboot.
Yeah, that may be what he has to do.
I have like also a problem with my internet and audio sometimes
Yeah.
with the new laptop. Just rebooting it is the quickest fixed.
All right. So Marion, she smiles a bit and she says, "You may have noticed my penchant for carpets, and most of you were with us the last time."
Last time did not go so well.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I didn't think the carpet ride turned out so magical.
As you recall, last time you tried to pilot the carpet while I was mostly unconscious.
Well, you do look a little more conscious this time.
That would make a difference, yes.
So in this case, I assure you, it is perfectly safe.
Well, I mean, you know me, I'm not really one for heights, but we also need to get going.
So I'll tell you what. I need to work on the generators, but I also need to pilot the carpet. So I can't take you all the way to Port Sheridan, but I can at least take you part way.
Just
If you're all in agreement, I can take you there now.
I mean, I'm agreementing.
You're agreementing?
Yeah.
Very good.
How stable is this carpet? I have a steed and she doesn't like heights.
Oh, I don't even know if it would even be big enough to carry her.
Oh, I've got it down to compact size right now. I assure you, it can take all of you. Now, as far as your mount, you know, I'm not certain. Forgive me, I had not thought of your steed standing out front. Although it is worth a try if you're willing.
Use it
Perhaps
to
there's a
move
sleep spell we could cast on
final
her.
products.
Well, Loose Fang's just kind of messing with the pendant around his neck. Would we be able to, like, put her into a pendant or something? Like, if we can fit a whole dragon inside of something like this, like, Paprika's not nearly that big.
Ishak puts down one of his mug of hot cocoa, and he holds up a hand. And he says, "Big difference there, buddy. Big difference. The dragons are spirit creatures. Their physical forms passed away hundreds of years ago.
Oh,
The elk downstairs, different story."
Well,
Can
I'm
we
pretty
make him?
sure we do not want
You
the
make
elk to
a
pass
good-
away at this time.
make
She
a
is
good-
very wonderful.
Is it possible? Bleh, speech. Is it possible to make him a spirit creature?
That's what I
Alright.
said. I said we should not kill the elk. It's too useful alive.
And I don't think Nutmeg would appreciate that very much.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
got
mean-
an
I'm
idea.
saying that I don't think there's a good solution to sticking an elk in a pendant at this time.
Well, I mean,
Nutmeg.
she
I got
came
an
back
idea.
alive.
Yes, Loose Fang?
All you gotta do is ask Orleana to give Nutmeg, or I mean, Paprika, wings. I've heard about these Pegasus.
Yeah, like these ones.
They're
He flaps
horses
his wings back
with
and forth.
wings. But what if she can make Paprika have wings?
That is a compelling idea, I'll admit, though I don't know if we have the time to teach Paprika how to fly before we can leave.
Or does one of our local wizards here know the a strong
Also
flight
a
spell?
good point.
If
She
you
could be
shrink it,
on-
I can carry it. I got wings.
So
Wait,
Marion
Wait,
is
you have a
actually
shrink spell.
I do have a shrink spell.
Marion is actually chuckling to herself. She's saying, "Flight spell right here in front of you. It's it's made for carrying big things, and it can grow.
It can grow.
Yes,
You didn't want to lead with that one?
I
You know
believe
what?
I already did.
I'm
yeah,
going to
she
just
said.
sit on the carpet and be ready to go anytime.
That's why I was suggesting that we get a sleep spell. Then Paprika wouldn't have to be awake for the ride. She wouldn't be scared. If the carpet could fit her, then we just need her to. not
I'm
panic.
tiny! Help!
Oh, then we can all lay on it.
Well, I mean, if you think this is an option,
Thank you for making me full-sized again, I think.
And Marion chuckles to herself a bit, and she says, "A bit of a demonstration. I hope you don't mind."
I may mind a little bit, but that was fun.
well, so then I guess let's go outside and see if we can convince Paprika.
To the front porch, then.
I take off up the stairs and hop over the railing and then down the
All
stairs.
right. Let me take you over there. Just one moment. Doo-doo-doo. I need to get you and you. Doo-doo. Marion, Loosefang, Chic, Raylan, Fluffles. I think that takes care of what I need. Okay. And if you give me a moment.
Good night.
Oh, are you logging off, Renji?
Yeah, I'm just barely keeping an eye open.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for staying with us as long as you did.
Yeah,
It was fun.
I hope next time.
Sleep well.
It's just like when I do my sleeping thing for the day.
Yep.
I hear a lot of sounds.
That doesn't sound fun.
I in private I say it like
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
brothers.
All right. Let's put you guys up on there. Wait, where's the carpet? Uh-oh.
Who knew?
Oh no. What happened? Oh no. Let me grab the carpet. I'll be right back.
Hey, Raylan, If you have any desire to ask about fire spells, Marion is the one to ask.
Fire spells? Marion doesn't seem to like me that much.
And you never know if you don't ask. I'm just saying she's good.
I've heard her. Doesn't seem like she'd want to help me that much.
All right. And here we are. Wait, nope, Marcus. Okay, do I have everyone else?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yep, I'm here.
and Paprika. We left her outside. Where did she go?
Is she further
Where
down?
did she go?
Did she run off?
Okay,
Well, that's a pretty large carpet you got there.
Where's Paprika? Is she under the carpet?
Oh, yeah, did she maybe get covered by the carpet?
why isn't that working?
Her name tag would still appear.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
There, okay.
Two of them.
It
This is
wasn't-
better.
It wasn't updating. Sorry.
There
We
he
got a
is.
pair of paprika.
Yes. So, Lady Marion has taken the liberty of increasing the size of the carpet. And she is now over here gently talking to the elk, trying to coax her to stand on the carpet. And Paprika seems fairly hesitant.
I will leave this up to you, Nutmeg. Good luck. And I'm gonna hop on the carpet.
Ah!
You're
Whoop,
now
let
on
me
the carpet.
move it to the back. There we go.
If we don't have like a spell or something that we can use to calm her, you could always try tying some rope or something, or like cloth around her eyes.
Okay.
Nat
So,
20
Nutmeg,
plan.
with that handle animal check, what are you actually going to do with Paprika?
That is a good handle. That's a natural.
It
Sweet.
is. It is.
I was going to just pet her muzzle, make some shushing noises, and stall, like, lead her onto the carpet so someone else could use a sleeping spell or something like that. I don't know any sleeping, but I'm assuming Lady Marion does.
Well, that, you know what? With a natural 20 on handle animal, she will follow you into the jaws of hell. She loves you anyway. So that actually was quite successful, and I was a little bit worried as to how that was going to turn out, but you clinched it. So nice job.
Well,
Now-
that's a good way of starting this ride.
Well, you've certainly started it on a positive note.
She definitely knows she can trust you.
All right. So let's put Renji into hammer space. Sir Squeaks is not at a disadvantage here because he can just follow the carpet as he pleases. All right. So
Peter.
Marion turns to. Wait, Raylan, are you with us now?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay. Marion turns to you, Nutmeg, and she says, "Ma'am, with your permission, I'd like to calm down your mount so that she won't be skittish when we are, above the clouds, shall we say?"
Yes, please.
Very good. So,
Would you
Raylan,
care for some music while you do that? I could inspire you.
that's not a bad idea. You can certainly try that.
What do you need of me?
But yes, I will do some bardic music.
Can you guys hear that?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
It's the soundtrack from Final Fantasy IX, but I think it's appropriate here. All right, and Marion, let's see, Raylan, will you give me a knowledge of Arcana as you see Marion begin to cast a spell? Another, see, we're starting out quite well today. So Raylan, you can see she is casting a sleep spell, but it is not just any sleep spell. This one is empowered.
Oh.
So it's actually 2 levels higher than normal.
Wow.
And so Paprika is going to make a will saving throw. And let's see how that turns out. Beautiful. She failed the will saving throw and is very quickly on her knees with her muzzle on the carpet, and she is breathing deeply with her eyes closed. Nutmeg, this puts you at ease, and you believe now that the trip will go without incident.
Excellent.
All right, if you are all prepared, we can be off. Any objections?
Nope.
Let's see what happens if I do that. Well, that does work. Okay.
I mean, I'm afraid of heights, but you know, I'll stay near the medic.
Objection overruled. We're going.
That's fair.
Loose Fang's gonna take out some cloth and tie it around his eyes.
Whoa, we're all inverted.
Yeah. Well, I
We're headed
I
this
turned
way.
I turned the carpet,
Whoa,
Oh, okay.
that's cool.
so I'm actually turning it as a group. So I think
That's
Sir
pretty cool. That's
Squeaks,
able to
if
do
you
that.
would care to follow, the carpet lifts off into the air, and with a bit of a jolt that sends some of you as into your nerves, the carpet takes off and flies directly toward the east.
I'm not watching, so it's okay. We're just moving around a bit, a few inches off the ground. So everything is fine.
Says you.
Actually, by my estimate, that's actually a little higher than 2 inches.
All right.
I might have underestimated a smidge. It could be about 7.
That seems more accurate.
In the space of about 45 minutes, the carpet takes you over landscape in covering a trip of what probably would have taken you a day or even a day and a half. And Marion finally drops you in between Port Sheridan and the Bard's College, leaving you about a 10-mile journey directly to the east to get to Port Sheridan. Sir Squeaks, can you give me 2 fly checks? This is your natural mode of travel, so I'm not going to make it all that difficult. Go ahead and give me 2 fly checks.
I do believe I have to have something selected, but I will try.
Oh, you know what? That is a good point.
And fly is not a skill.
Wait, what?
It is not. I don't believe so.
I thought fly was a skill.
Nope.
Am I
I think
thinking
Ooh.
Pathfinder again?
Yep.
I think
You
that's
might be
Pathfinder.
thinking Pathfinder.
You
I'm
might
thinking
be-
Pathfinder
You
again.
might be thinking climb.
No, there's an actual fly skill in
There's-
Pathfinder. I'm thinking
There
Pathfinder
might,
again.
but most characters do not naturally have wings, so
So
No.
there's tumble, there's climb.
I would probably use tumble for that.
No, you know what? Don't bother. I'm gonna retract that one.
I mean, he flies for a living, so
Yes. I just wanted to see if you failed horribly, that you would like fall asleep in the middle of your flight or something.
what? You
I
do
wanted
to see if you
understand
would
that if
fail.
you're asleep and you fall, it wakes you up, right?
Yeah. All right. So
Like
you land.
It's a
You
natural
land.
thing for animals. Anyway,
You land in the scrub plains to the west of Port Sheridan, with about 10 miles before reaching the city. Marion touches down the carpet very quite gently, and it is just about at the time when Paprika begins to stir and makes her way wobbly off of the carpet onto solid ground once again. After a couple of very good rolls, you guys have had a successful flight, which is actually quite a bit better than your first flight on that carpet. So, congrats, you guys.
But you guys have done this before?
Yes,
Dang.
with
mixed
fairly
results.
fairly disastrous results. Yes, but at the time, Lady Marion was nearly unconscious and badly injured, so
Ah.
it didn't work out all that well. All right.
Sounds like
The last
quite
rodeo was
adventure.
pretty interesting.
Now, unfortunately, Lady Marion, when she prepares for her to lift off the carpet to come back, she points to the east toward Port Sheridan, and she gets a look of concern on her face. And she turns to the group and says,
Something wrong?
"Looks like we've got some trouble in the city. You better get there quick."
Oh no.
The rest of you look to the east and you can see plumes of smoke,
Awesome.
thick black smoke rising from the city.
I'm
That is
assuming something's wrong.
So, let's take you to Port Sheridan and find out what's wrong. Over the space of about 35 minutes, you hurry and make a 10-mile journey. No, you can't do 10 miles in 35 minutes. No, that'll take you a couple of hours. Sorry.
10 miles is going to be a quarter to half a day at a good pace.
That's going to take you a few hours.
Fast.
All right, so what I need you guys, let me see. I'm going to actually check this time to make sure that it's actually a skill. All right, so Nutmeg, if you could give me the ride, if you could give me a ride check for riding on Paprika.
Sure.
All right, the rest of you, I need you guys to give me survival checks to be able to keep up with the pace without getting fatigued.
You
Okay,
do
no.
understand that the average human walks 3 to 4 miles per hour speed, right? So it
That is
only
correct.
take like
Like human.
so 10 miles would be like 2.5 hours of walking.
Well, that's if you're walking at top speed. I have been on 10-mile hikes, and it doesn't take 2.5 hours. That's like half a day, 4 or 5 hours, at a leisurely pace.
You're
I think
also
I
on
ate
a
a bit
flying
too much
carpet.
at Bard College.
Say that again, Luz Fang.
I think I ate a bit too much at the Bard College.
Yeah.
I'm losing some of my physique.
So, Luz Fang, I'm afraid you're pretty fatigued. Raylan, you are also fatigued. Can I get survival checks for the rest of you? Nutmeg, you are certainly able to keep up.
Usually I'm pretty good with survival.
Okay.
So, Sheik
One moment.
and Sir Squeaks, survival. Okay, Sir Squeaks, you become winded, but you are able to keep up. And Sheik, you are actually able to make the journey quite easily. In fact, you are you take the time to mock your companions a bit and wondering why they are getting so fatigued when it's not difficult for you or Paprika at all.
Oh,
Come on, the port wasn't that bad last time.
If he tells me to catch up one more time, I swear I'll turn him into a big fluffy hat.
wait, who's the one?
That's a line from
No, who's the one that wasn't fatigued at all? Sheik?
Sheik. So Nutmeg, Paprika, and Sheik, they are able to keep up and keep the pace, while Luzfang and Raylan are fairly fatigued, and Sir Squeaks is struggling to keep up, but he's managing.
It looks like he's the only human. This is a human thing. Because he's a human.
Indeed. So I'm surprised that the cat has a hard time keeping up here.
Oh, shit.
Raylan. All right. Upon your arrival at Port Sheridan, let me move you over there and put you where you belong. Okay, so let's get Raylan. Let's get Fluffles. Okay, let's get Nutmeg and Paprika. Come on. All right, let's get Chic. Where's Chic? And Loose Fang.
This is not the music I played for my players when we were running.
Nope.
earlier. I played
Alright.
meme music.
Did you?
Everybody got the joke.
All right, and then we also, not Leo, we need Sir Squeaks. That's it. Okay, I think I've got everyone.
Yeah, I think so.
All right,
That seems right.
let me move you guys over to Port Sheridan. Okay. And let's reveal. Okay. Can you guys see that?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to come in with my hood up, and I'm going to try and be stealthy because I don't know what state this place is in, and we weren't the most welcome when we left.
All right. So one moment, and let me put fatigued on
Oh man.
Raylan and Fluffles
Bang.
and Loose Fang.
Wait, I didn't get to make a check for Fluffles.
Yeah, you can go ahead and make a survival check for Fluffles.
Let's see if I can do any better than myself. Probably not.
Actually, Fluffles did all right, so he's not going to be fatigued there. So
Okay.
Fluffles is okay. Okay, so Loose Fang and Raylan are fatigued. The rest of you are not. Okay, as you enter the city, you can see a crowd of people who are hurrying away from the city and running as if in a panic. They rush by you, seeming to take no notice of you, and leave the city very, very quickly.
Excuse me, do you even know what's going on? Could you help us up? And they're gone.
Yelling at them like, "What's up?" once they pass might be a good idea.
Hey, what's going on?
One of them turns to you as she rushes by, and she points back toward the center of town where you can see, much closer now, thick plumes of black smoke rising over the rooftops.
Well, yeah, we saw that on our way over here, but you know.
They are
why?
now rushing down the road and seem disinterested in having a conversation.
All right.
Understandable.
Wonderful. Have a great day.
So I'm going to show some areas here where you can clearly see flames and plumes of smoke rising over the city.
Oh, yikes.
So, what are you guys going to do?
Well, I would like to hide and move silently and see if I can get closer.
Okay, so Sheik, you put up your hood and you turned invisible. You have used your invisibility for the day. Okay, so let
Okay.
me put you as invisible.
Should I roll my
Give-
usual hiding and moving silently then?
Hide, not necessary. Move silently, yes, because invisibility does not disguise sound.
Okay.
Let's see.
Good enough.
Okay.
Okay, so
I'm
I
going
don't
to
suppose.
get closer and see what I can find.
you don't suppose what, Loose Fang?
So I try and head towards some fire, and I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation and try and put out some of the fire with like spritzes of water.
Okay, now prestidigitation.
I'm well aware
So
this is probably not gonna work, but I'm gonna
pre-
try.
prestidigitation is like doing parlor tricks and card tricks and sleight of hand tricks. So if you wanted to, like
Well,
take
so couldn't I just like somehow be spewing water out of my mouth, like far more water than should even be able to? That's a trick.
now prestidigitation, what is the root there? Digit, meaning fingers, hand. If you had a source of water,
Hmm.
maybe you could do something like that, but there isn't a significant source of water that you can see at the moment.
Well, I'll just make my winded way into the city with everyone.
All right. As you pass some a shopping area, and if you will recall, Rusty's cobbler, where the gnome was working earlier, the last time you were here, you can see what looks to be a magician of sorts standing in the street, and he is spraying water from his fingertips, trying to put out the fire.
That was exactly your idea. Cool.
So I go over beside him and I wave my fingers around and try and imitate him. Is this how it works? I'm new to this magic stuff, so just point me in the right direction and I will try it.
All right, so Loose Fang, give me knowledge of Arcana. This is a valiant attempt.
Come on, skills. Water.
Okay, so you study his hand motions and you look at the jet of water coming from his fingertips and you try and copy his motions, but unfortunately nothing happens and you feel disappointed.
I'm doing like the sprinkle the salt thing, and I'm just like going all at it. This is gonna work.
I guess he's not a waterbender.
No, unfortunately no.
It's not gonna work, guys. There's not enough water here. Don't worry, we got other plans.
So the firefighter turns and looks at you and he says, "Haven't learned it yet, have you?"
I've barely learned to make a rock glow.
Can you get to the academy? We can see if you can find some more mages to help put out these fires.
That's in the like a little northeast of here, right?
Yes. Have you been here before?
We have. I'll make my way over there.
I'm a mage.
Send them back this way.
Quickly as you can.
I'm a mage.
The whole town, the
Chum,
whole town is going to be on fire if we don't get this worked on.
I will make my way there as best I can, as quick as I can.
All right. So, Nutmeg,
I'm
are
going
you still?
to continue using up the time to see what else I can find in the city.
All right.
I will
So,
ask Loose Fang for the directions and do my best to get there ahead of him, since he is tired.
I will
okay.
do my best to guide her, like take a left, take a right, straight.
All right, Loose Fang, you can see as you travel down this block, you can see there is a body, a charred body of a woman lying in the street.
He stifles a gag.
You realize that there is little that you can do for her, and you continue on.
Don't worry, I'll be back and give you a proper burial. Just head northeast as much as you can. You'll find it. It's the very school-looking building.
All right.
Okay. So I need Loose Fang. Give me a spot check.
Spot.
Sheik, meanwhile, you have come into the square where the original
Come on.
Lord Sheridan and his party of adventurers have been memorialized. Okay, Loose Fang, through the flames on the street to your east, you can see flames that appear to be dancing and moving around to the east of you.
I think that's just fire.
I'm sorry, my son is trying to talk to me. Are you guys saying something?
No.
Okay, so Loose Fang, did you hear what I said?
Yeah. I'm gonna look after Paprika and Nutmeg and just kind of. They should be able to get it, and so I'm gonna. Is this fire in the road big, or would I be able to jump over it?
Now, these are clearly humanoid in form, but they are made of what appears to be living fire.
I meant this fire right here.
This fire is this fire is it's on a pile of wood that is next to a house, so it's not completely blocking the road. So yes, you can go around it.
In that case, I will do so and be like, "Hey, leave these buildings alone. Get out of here. Shoot." And I've got my quarterstaff ready. Get
Okay.
on now. Get.
As you approach, one of them turns to you and moves to embrace you with flame.
Oh, I'm not that kind of guy.
Okay.
And I will try and swing my stick up and catch him in the chin of his head.
All right. So what I need you to do, Loose Fang, first, as he moves to embrace you, I need you to give me a reflex saving throw.
Reflex saving throw. Come on now. Don't do me dirty.
Nice.
That'll do. So you are able to nimbly dodge out of the way. And as you swing your quarterstaff, give me a melee attack roll.
Back, demon.
If we're fighting demons, we've got more.
All right, Loose Fang, actually, that is enough to hit it. Roll for damage, and then roll for initiative.
Ooh.
All of us, or just Loose Fang?
Loose Fang, just Loose Fang. Because he's the only one that actually, Sheik, you can see what's going on here. So if you want to join combat, you can roll for initiative as well.
You know what? I like helping people.
Sir Squeak, same for you, buddy.
What do you need me to do? Just initiative?
Yeah, if you wish to join combat with Loose Fang and help him out, go ahead and roll initiative.
Against fire elementals?
Yes.
I'm not magical in any way.
Sorry.
Well, it's up to you. These are lesser fire elementals.
5 damage.
They're
I
still
don't know
fire
what I
elemental.
can do. So, can I root for him? Go Too Late, go! You got this. Don't die of fire.
I
So
agree.
I'm rolling initiative for the elementals. Oh, they rolled pretty well.
Oh,
As they say in that one movie, your vote of confidence is overwhelming.
Sir Squeaks just like looks down from the rooftop. Is like, you got this.
So you're not going to do anything?
No, he
Hey.
can't. He can't do anything. That's elemental.
Fluffles and Raylan, you can hear the sounds of combat. And Nutmeg, you are also around the corner. And you can hear the sounds of combat.
Oh,
So,
great.
What are you guys going to do?
Keep going towards the academy.
All right, so Nutmeg, I am going to move you around the corner. You think in your mind, okay, Loose Fang and Sheik can probably handle this, but I have a bigger purpose right now, so I'm going to keep going.
Yes.
Very good. All right, Raylan and Fluffles, what are you guys going to do?
I'm really out of breath.
Okay, so Raylan, you can fall behind, but Fluffles, you've got the run speed. So what are you going to do?
Yeah, he's coming up as fast as he can.
Sir Squeaks, you're gonna roll initiative anyway. That'll do.
I'm gonna stop there. That's where I'm gonna stop so I don't get ahead.
Okay, combat begins. Sheik, you are invisible and moving silently. So if you continue to move silently, you will be moving at half speed. But it is your turn.
Okay. I would like to pick up a rock, move a couple paces forward, and I'm going to try and throw the rock above and beyond, try either at or past, I don't know, that's a long ways.
It is a long ways.
For throwing a rock.
Yeah. So you have
I'm going to
moved.
throw
Go ahead.
a rock against this building, because that's closer and something I can do, to try and be a bit of a distraction for the fire elementals.
All right, so first roll a ranged attack to see how easily you can hit the side of a barn.
Fortunately, it is the side of a barn, so...
Well, the side of a building, but still, yeah.
Barn throwing!
That is enough to hit the side of a barn. Okay, now roll an intimidate check to see if you can distract the fire elementals into checking out what that sound is.
Well, here goes nothing.
Oh, oh.
No kidding.
Please note that my intimidate is at -1 right now.
Yikes.
Also note that throwing a rock at the side of a building to try and break up a fight, not the most effective thing.
Well, I want to still be invisible while I can get closer.
This is true. All right. I will have you know that if you cause physical damage, your invisibility will break.
Okay.
All right. Let me number these guys. I never numbered them. So LFE2, so it's easier to read. LFE1. Good. All right. So number 2 slips past his companion and does not take notice of Sir Squeaks up on the roof, but he does fire a tiny jet of flame in your direction, Loose Fang.
Come on now. Y'all are being the unreasonable ones here. Ooh.
But you are easily able to dodge it, and you actually realize that wasn't that big of a deal. This is probably going to be easier than I thought.
I don't know. I'm winded, so I'm not going to be counting my chickens too quickly.
Okay. Now, when you're winded, it does affect your dexterity. So when you're winded, you lose any dexterity bonuses to your armor class until you can make a fortitude saving throw and recover your breath. So on your turn, I will give you that opportunity.
I will take it.
By the way, Loose Fang, what is your dexterity bonus?
Looks like a +2.
It's a +2. So your armor class is actually 16 right now because you're winded.
Alrighty.
All right. The fire elemental number 1 tries to follow suit and tries to burn you with a tiny jet of flame.
Now, come on now, people. This is very, very rude.
Oh, now this one, it does tag you.
I do not appreciate.
So you are going to take a die 4 plus 1 points of fire damage.
Yep.
Only 3 points of fire damage.
I quickly
Not-
pat out wherever I got hit.
Not too bad, not too bad. All right. Okay, Sir Squeaks, you are up.
Very up.
One second.
At the end of the round, anybody who is not in combat, I will allow you to move.
Okay.
I guess he's going to roll to attack.
All right, so you're going to swoop down and attack which one?
The number 2.
Okay.
Let me look at this real quick because it takes a second for me to go through all of this stuff. It's gonna be a lot of numbers. Give me a second.
Okay.
Okay, so those are the damage. Okay. And do 20. 18. 18. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
So are those 2 claw attacks?
No, so the last feat I got from last round was improved 2-weapon fighting. So it's instead of 2 hits per hand, it's now 3 hits per hand. So give me a second to roll the next 3.
Wait a minute. Improved 2-weapon fighting.
Yeah,
that's a
so
good
natural weapon. So 2-weapon fighting gives me the extra hit per claw. Improved 2-weapon fighting gives me an extra 1 on top of that, but at a -5 instead of a -3.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
2-weapon fighting. So what that does. Okay. 2-weapon fighting gives you 2 attacks.
yes,
So 1 attack
So-
with each hand.
yes. So it
So,
was +1 and then a -3.
Gives you the 3rd attack.
Yes,
Is what
at a
it says.
-5. Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
So let me look at this.
So why was your 3rd attack at a +9?
So it's a base attack bonus of 13, +1 from weapon focus, and then it's in order +1, -3, -5.
So your base attack is not 13. It's 8. Okay. You have a strength. Sorry. Woo!
Yeah, I'm calculating that into my base attack.
Okay.
So
Alright.
it's a total of 13 +1 from weapon focus. So it's 14 before the rolls for the actual things, which is a +1, -3, and -5. Now the
Okay.
second one, is just the base attack, so not including the dexterity. I mean the strength bonus. So it's just an 8 instead of a 13. So it's 8 +1, and then +1, -3, -5. So that's what I'm doing right now. So give
Okay.
me a second.
Now, I don't know where you're getting your calculations, because the strength bonus applies in all cases.
So
You don't remove the strength bonus on the second attack. What would happen is
so
you have your base attack bonus, which is 13. Your first attack would be at that bonus. Now, okay. So your next attack would be take 5 off of that 13, which would be just 8. Your third attack would also take 5 off of that, which would also be at 8.
one of my feats reduces that by 2, so instead of a -5, it's a -3. And then the
Okay,
third
I'm
attack is
looking.
a -5. So whereas it would be -2, -5, -7, it's +1, -3, -5.
That's 1 +
Okay.
2 + 1.
All right. I will go back and look at it afterward. I'm not sure you did the math right, but I'll accept it for now.
So the reason why the second set of 3 attacks is at a base instead of base plus strength is because of the feat set it somewhere.
Oh, wait, okay. Are you saying you get 6 attacks?
Yeah.
No.
It's 3
No,
per
you don't.
claw.
No, you don't. 2-weapon fighting gives you 1 attack with each hand,
Right.
and it takes away the penalty. Improved 2-weapon fighting gives you a 3rd attack. So you would have 2 hands, 3 attacks, not 6.
Last episode you said it was an extra attack per hand.
Okay, I'm not sure I communicated that properly.
One moment.
But yeah, it doesn't make sense for you to have 6 attacks in 1 round at level, what, 7? At level 8? Yeah, that doesn't make sense. The extra attacks, it would give you just 1 additional attack in addition to the number of attacks you'd have normally, which would be 2.
It's more than just to the feet. It's also the fighter class.
Yes.
One moment. Because that's why you said last round that it was a 2 attacks per hand.
Okay. When as a fighter, you get, when you do a full attack, you get 2 attacks normally. You know what? I'm going to have to go look that
Right, you
up.
said the
But
full
I do
attack
see what
is
you're
at the
saying.
base. She said
I
if it
do
was,
see what you're saying.
yeah, you said if it's normal with the just a regular, then it's the first, second, and now because of improved the 3rd attack.
I do see what you're saying.
At base
I do
plus
see what you're
strength.
saying.
But if
Okay.
it's a full round, it's the other hand at just the base, no strength.
Again, I do see what you're saying. Okay. I don't know if that's correct. I'm going to need to go look that up. Okay. All right. For now, I'm going to give you 3 attacks per round. Okay. Which in this case still worked because 2 of those attacks will hit. Okay. Because these are lesser air elementals, they don't have damage reduction, and they don't require magic to hit.
You mean fire elemental?
Sorry, I thought I said fire elemental. You said air. Did I say air? I meant to say fire. I'm sorry. So, Sir Squeaks, why don't you go ahead and roll damage for those first 2 attacks, because those first 2 did hit.
One moment.
Okay. So a 9 and an 11, so a total of 20 points of damage.
Yes.
That is quite a bit on these guys. Very nice. Okay, Loosefang, it is now your turn. Why don't you go ahead and give me that fortitude saving throw, so if you can catch your breath.
Let's see. It's good.
That is certainly good enough. All right.
Breathe deep. Come on, you got this, loose fang.
No more fatigue. Now you can do a full action this round if you wish.
I do, and I'm gonna flurry of blows.
On which one?
We'll just go with the one that's closest to me.
Very good. That one right there.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's see. First attack.
That is a hit. Yes. That one is also definitely a hit. Roll for damage.
D6 plus 2. First damage.
7. And
Second.
7. 14.
And because my fists count as magical, I don't know if that affects them or not, if they need to be hit with magical or not, but
Lesser elementals do not require magic to hit. The greater ones do.
Fair enough.
Okay, Sheik, it is back to you, and it is back to the beginning of the order. So,
Okay.
those who are not in combat, if you wish to move at this time,
Just move, no attack, right?
correct.
Okay.
Also, Raylan, you can go ahead and make a fortitude saving throw to see if you can catch your breath.
No.
No, you are still fatigued, so you can move or you can attack, but you can't do both.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep moving.
All right, and Mr.
Fluffles.
Fluffles, are you going to join combat?
He will. Can I go through this way, or is that not an alley or anything?
That is an alleyway. You can squeeze through there. Do you want to roll initiative?
Yeah, I will.
This is the top of the initiative order. So, back to you, Nutmeg. Did you want to try and move a bit?
Okay, I was just waiting for the space to fill in. Because, like, this area here is like cabin, right?
Oh yeah.
So, you're going to move up that way. And so, Nutmeg, you can see that you are approaching the northern end of town. Okay, so, but Nutmeg, why don't you give me a spot check?
Okay.
Oh, Fluffles. Well, okay, that puts you at the bottom of the order. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, as you are riding north now, Nutmeg, you can see off to your right a tower rising up over the rooftops. And that looks like where you need to go.
Okay.
Okay, moving back to the action. Sheik, it is your turn. What are you going to do?
Okay, I'm going to get closer. I'm not sure how to get past this fire. Is that in the street or on the one of the buildings?
It is in the street, but it's on a pile of wood and it's not completely blocking the road. You can get around it.
Okay. I'm going to... If I do my full movement, I don't get my move silent bonus, do I?
Correct.
I'm going to pull out my magic dagger and be ready to attack.
Okay. So what you could do, you can move half speed, but then you can use your standard action and turn it into a move action and then move your half speed again.
Okay. I would like to do that. Is there enough room in the alley for me to get next to one of these things?
Let's see. If your half speed would take you what, 15?
Yeah, I might have done that.
Actually, that would put you in either that. If you could make that alleyway right there.
Okay, I will go to the alleyway then.
Very good.
I feel like I will be very useful very quickly in this case now that I'm close enough.
Okay. Fire elemental number 2. Having been attacked by Sir Squeaks, he turns his wrath upon you and attempts to slam you with a fiery appendage. All right, and that is not enough to overcome your armor class, and so he is not able to do any damage. So instead, he is going to retreat down the alleyway and start another fire. Okay, fire elemental number 1 has not noticed you, Sheik, because you are invisible. So he is going to continue attacking Loosefang. And you are tagged once again, Loosefang.
Yay.
Okay, for 1d4 plus 1 fire damage. 4 points of fire damage, and this time Give me a reflex saving throw. Loose Fang.
Yep.
Oh, good. Okay. You are able to avoid catching fire this time.
Nope. I don't like that. Stop it.
Okay, Sir Squeaks.
One moment. Can I still attack number 2?
Yes, you can. In fact, you can attack either one. They're both in range.
I'm gonna finish up number 2.
Very good. Okay. So the second one hits, but the others do not. Okay, for another 10 points of damage, and that is enough to finish it off. And it is extinguished. Okay, Loose Fang, it is your turn. You can feel the heat of the fire in the street on your back.
Oof. I don't like this. Let's finish this quickly. Another flurry of blows.
You got it. You're trying to get 17. Nope, not that one.
Ah, come on.
No, neither one hits, unfortunately.
Cool beans.
Okay, Fluffles, it is your turn. What are you going to do?
Okay, I'm gonna try and come up and punch one of these things. You know.
1, 2, 3, and 4. That'll bring you right up to it.
And then I'll just, you know.
Okay, just a standard unarmed,
Yeah.
unarmed attack.
Isn't that just a melee attack?
Yeah, standard melee attack.
Boop.
Ah, nope,
Nope. Okay.
not gonna do it. Okay, back
Raylan
to you, Nutmeg, at the top of the order. Where are you gonna head?
All right.
Nutmeg, are you with us?
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry about that.
Yes, we're back to you. It's the top of the initiative, top of the round, and so you can move.
I was wondering if this path I'm going down looks like it could loop around to the Mage Tower, or do I need to go back?
It might. You're not sure. You haven't been in this city before. So the way you figure, it is the north side of the city, and so the city, the buildings, you suspect that they would thin out, and you might be able to go around, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's what Nutmeg would.
Okay. Let me bring you over there. All right. So, Nutmeg, you are a little dismayed to see a rather long building boxing in the north side of the block. And at this point, you don't yet see a way to get through.
Better turn back.
Raylan,
I'm gonna try another. Can I try another reflex check?
Fortitude.
Fortitude, get not reflex.
Correct. Still not quite enough. You're still fatigued.
So he's gonna continue moving up.
So full move, you can do a full move or a full attack, but you can't do both.
Yeah, that's what I did.
All right,
Full move.
Sheik, you are up. You are invisible. So if you attack now, it will count as a sneak attack.
I would like to attack, yes.
Very good. Give me a melee attack roll. You're trying to beat it, trying to get a 17 or better.
Okay.
That's it. Good enough. All right.
Okay.
Your invisibility, you fade into sight as you bury your jewel dagger deeply into the flaming husk. Roll for damage and then add your sneak attack damage as well. Do you know what your sneak attack damage is offhand? Is it 4d6 or 3d6?
I think it was 46, but we can check that real fast.
Yeah, let me check that real quick. That's going to be on your front page on your stats.
Mhm.
Let's see, sneak attack 4d6. Yep, it is 4d6.
Yeah.
So your jewel dagger is going to be a d6 plus 1,
Yep.
and with an additional 4d6. So it's basically 5d6 plus 1. This could be a pretty messy attack here.
I like it. Let's do it. Okay. Here's 5d6.
Plus 1,
plus
17.
17.
Okay, you have succeeded in doing more than half of its original maximum health in damage.
Woo. Good job.
Therefore, it explodes.
Oh.
Okay. So, Sheik and Loosefang and Sir Squeaks and Fluffles, give me reflex saving throws.
Awesome.
Ouch.
Sorry about that. I did not expect this at all.
Sheik, do you have improved evasion? I believe you do.
I have improved uncanny dodge. If that's the same thing, then yeah.
No, it's not.
Dodge and uncanny dodge.
I have
So
evasion.
evasion is it improves your reflex saving throws for area of effect attacks.
I do have evasion actually.
Yes. Let's see. Evasion.
Under class of abilities.
Evasion. Ah, yes, you do have evasion. Good. All right. So if you make your reflex saving throw, you take no damage. The rest of you, if you make your saving throw, you only take half damage.
I also have evasion.
Oh, if you have it, Fluffle, you have evasion.
Yeah, I think it's a monk thing.
Oh, it's rogue and monk. You both get it.
Which means Loosefang should also have it.
So Fluffles and Sir Squeaks, you have failed the reflex saving throw, but Loosefang and Sheik, you both made it. So Sir Squeaks and Fluffles, you guys take full fire damage here.
Yikes.
And I take no damage from my evasion.
Correct.
Snazzy.
And Sheik also takes no damage. So full damage is 12 points of fire damage.
Ow.
Sorry, it's totally unintentional. I was just trying to kill the thing.
You
Yeah,
have a
okay.
habit of unintentional.
Making an entrance.
Hey, that was a spectacular entrance. It just had unexpected results.
Yeah.
You know, most people accidentally lighting explosions do make interesting entrances, so. Sorry.
Yeah. Now, combat has come to an end, but you are still surrounded by burning buildings and a sense of urgency. Raylan, give me one more fortitude saving throw to catch your breath.
I wish there was something I could do about this fire.
Good enough, Raylan. You are no longer fatigued, and you are running on your way.
Yay.
Trying to find where you have an idea where the source of these fires are coming from, and you suspect that you will encounter more elementals on your way through the town.
We all know what they say, it never rains, but it pours. And I look up at the sky, hopeful.
Oh, Loosefang, you're taking advantage of your curse here. All right, we will get to that. Okay. Paprika, let's go to you. The
Yes.
smell of smoke is getting stronger.
Hey, that's the building that collapsed a long time ago.
Yes. You guys can tell the story afterward if you wish. Nutmeg, you
Nutmeg.
have decided that that way probably won't get you where you want, and you're making your way back toward the crafting district. The rest of you, what are you guys going to do?
I follow
Um,
Sheik.
I don't have any put water spells or anything. I don't have any spells in general.
I'm afraid you don't. You're a rogue.
I don't either.
I suppose that we could have the water putter outer characters try and see what we can find in the rest of the city.
Yeah.
Well, I am highlighting the areas where you can see smoke and flame.
The docks are going to be if we go if we see all the new fires we can see now. If we go from the arena south, we should find the docks, but I don't know what else we can find in the city at the moment. Well, there has to be something summoning elementals, wouldn't there?
You suspect that that would be the case, although elementals they are not native to this plane, so either they are created or summoned.
Okay then. Let's. I'm gonna say we should try and go to the magic school. That's the most likely spot that I can think of that could have somebody summoning this. Maybe we can go there and see if we can stop them.
Okay, Rayland, you have not been here before. Fluffles, Nutmeg, and Paprika, you've not been here before. So, Sir Squeaks, Sheik, and Loosefang, you can remember this place, but you're still trying to find your way around. And the fact that there is now burning buildings and smoke is kind of disorienting.
Oh,
I'm gonna take non-magic casters with me, and we're going to go and see if we can find the source of the problem.
Well, I am a magic caster, but I can't help put out
I'm
the flame.
also technically a magic caster.
He
Raylan,
does have spells, yes.
yeah, Raylan, you have more fire spells
I
than
pick up a
put
rock
out
and I,
fire spells. So,
just to prove that I am right, I cast this rock and make it light. See?
Very good.
I can do spells.
Nice.
Indeed.
Yeah. Let's
Then I just chuck it over my shoulder and to the city. All right, let's find whatever's causing this and snuff it out.
Yep. You know, usually when I cast rock at something, I only cast pain.
Okay, guys, I have to mute for just a second.
Shusho.
Let's see. I believe the entrance to the Mage's Tower was kind of go this way and then up. Or we can go up to the crafting district, and I believe we can go through alleys that way. There's also lots of fires here, so maybe the crafting district is not a bad idea.
You'll make it there, Nutmeg. Then just use your.
Hey, guys, I'm back. I'm sorry.
You're good.
All right, what were you discussing?
Just encouraging Nutmeg. Know that she'll be able to get there and get some help.
All right. Being on a mount herself, she can move faster, so that is a good thing. All right, as you race through the streets, some of you trying to find your way and some of you trying to remember your way, You can see dotted here and there various fires and plumes of smoke rising in the city. It doesn't look like the city is completely ablaze yet, and it looks like there are just certain buildings here and there that have caught fire. So you feel that if you move quickly enough, you might be able to put them out before the whole city catches fire.
I will do what I can to put out any fires I see along our path.
You realize to your dismay there really isn't much you can do unless you have a water source.
I could use dirt.
Well, that's largely ineffective in this case.
Isn't that the autobiography of my life?
Oh, so depressing.
I take my coat off and I'll smother the flames.
All right. So on the arena where you are right now, the fire is coming from within. You'd have to get inside first, and so you don't think you have time to do that unless you take a big detour.
I don't really enjoy fighting arenas. I'm going to go this way.
It's mostly made of stone. It should survive relatively intact, maybe. Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
That's actually a pretty good assessment. You are dismayed to see more corpses on the road as you continue on. All right, Loose Fang, give me a spot check.
Skills.
And Nutmeg, actually, you too. You give me a spot check.
Very well.
What's that I see with my elf eyes?
Holy flip. Nice one, Loose Fang. All right, you can spot, Loose Fang, around the corner, another fire elemental working his destruction down the street. Nutmeg.
Look at, we got another one around the corner. Oh, dang. Woohoo!
Nutmeg, you also are quite
Crits
successful
on
at
board.
spotting, and you see just down the road from where you are a fire elemental beginning to try and catch another building on fire.
Could
Okay,
I
so
also do like, I'm gonna check if I have it, but I was going to see if I know what kind of thing this is, like if it's a demon, if it's affected by
okay,
light.
give me knowledge of planes. Do you have knowledge of planes?
I do not.
Okay, so what about knowledge of arcane? Knowledge of arcana?
I don't have that either.
Okay, so the
Why did I
context.
take knowledge and ability? I don't need ability. Well, that's fine.
The context of knowledge that you have does not cover this, and so you have not seen a elemental before, and so to you this looks like a humanoid figure that is made of living flame, and it is actually quite disconcerting.
Can I do a charge attack?
Absolutely. So let me look at Paprika. What is her charge distance? I'll bet it is pretty far. All right. Yes, speed 50. And so let's see, how far can you charge with Paprika? Look at that. She can get right in there and gore this thing.
Noise,
Perfect.
noise.
Just be careful of explodies.
Yes. So, but you weren't
What
there
do I
to
roll?
see Sheik when he did a lot of damage to it. It exploded, but you weren't there to see it, so you have no idea that that might happen.
I do
Sheik,
know that
can,
fire is not good, but
Can I see Nutmeg running off from my position?
give me a spot check to see if you can notice that.
Because As far as I know, I was just heading in the direction of the mage's tower to see
And
if
you
I
just
can.
happen to catch up to her.
Well, last time I was here, I went through the crafting district, so it makes sense I would take the same route.
Yes.
Let's see.
Okay,
All
Sheik,
right.
yes, you do catch a glimpse of Nutmeg just as she rears up on Paprika and lets loose a war cry and charges down the street out of sight.
Okay, I'm going to do what I can to try and catch up with her.
Okay? You
do
have your full speed is 30, hers full speed is 50. Good luck.
Yeah, I'm not gonna catch up, but I
Okay.
can probably end up helping her with the
So
fight.
Nutmeg, go ahead and give me the charge. Move you and Paprika up to the fire elemental.
What would I roll for that?
So Paprika, she gets a melee attack to see if her charge actually hits. So let me look that up just a moment. For Paprika, all right, you roll a d20 plus 4 for Paprika to hit. All right, and if the charge does hit, the damage is 2d6 plus 2. So you could do possibly up to 14 points of damage.
Nice.
Oh, that is not a good roll.
Oh man.
I spent
So-
a crit on a bot.
Whoa, what was that?
Just she got her crit on a spot instead of.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Okay, so Paprika charges down the alleyway, trying to strike at this fire elemental, who seems to be rather prepared for your attack and deftly steps out of the way as you and Paprika charge by. All right, so now Nutmeg, roll for initiative.
You can do it.
Let me reveal this area here. Got more fires going.
Poke it in its oisies.
All right, Sheik, are you going to try and participate?
Yes, I'm going to keep moving forward and
All right, go ahead and Sheik. Let me
clear all the initiatives, I guess.
let me get rid of initiative from the last combat. And Nutmeg has already rolled. Sheik, you go ahead and roll. Okay. Loosefang, are you going to attack this one?
Oh yeah.
Okay. And Fluffles and Raylan, are you guys going to participate as well? Okay.
Take that as a maybe.
I'm sorry, Carter. I cannot help. I'm very, very sorry. All right, guys. Sorry, my son is coming in and trying to talk to me. All right. So, Loosefang, let's see. Raylan, Fluffles, are you going to participate in combat? Raylan, are you with us?
Hello?
I was muted.
All right. Are you going to participate in combat?
Yes, we will. Raylan is a little further behind, but we will try. So I will roll their initiative.
Yep. And I'm going to roll initiative for the elementals.
Oh, did you delete the previous initiative that Fluffles had?
I did.
Okay.
All right. And
Oh, man.
initiative
Both ends
for
from
number 3 and for number 4. Okay. So we have for number 3 is 9, and for number 4 is 17. Okay. Sir Squeaks, nice roll there, buddy. And Raylan, amazing roll. Very good. Okay. Combat begins once again. And Braylon, you are up. What are you going to do?
Well, I'm gonna try and move so I can get a good line of sight on this thing.
Yes, all you can see is fire and smoke and buildings and people running around. You don't see
Yeah.
your enemy.
I'm gonna try and move this way because I see this is the way. I don't think that's a clear line of sight.
Nope, but you can do a double move and sacrifice your attack if you want to.
I'm gonna move right now. I'm gonna stay here.
You're staying?
Yeah, I don't want to rush ahead.
All right, Sir Squeaks, you are in the air and you've got a pretty good view of the battlefield. So what are you going to do?
Gonna move up right behind Nutmeg.
Okay,
Actually, what's my fly speed? One moment.
I think it's 40, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 40. That means I can move.
You
Right
can
there.
move one more.
And then I roll. So give me a second.
Let me check. You were here?
Yes.
Do-do-do-do. So 40 would put you
No,
right
I
there.
was next to Sheik.
Oh wait, you mean right here?
Yes.
Okay, so 40 would still put you right there, not there.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can sacrifice your attack to move again, or you can just sit and wait it out till next round.
Sit and wait it out.
Very good. Loose Fang, you are up.
I will move up to it and punch him.
Okay. Give me a sucker punch.
Alrighty.
That is definitely a sucker punch. Roll for damage. Six points of damage. Very nice. Okay. And he, in return, is going to try and hit you back.
Oh, come on. I was just trying to lighten the mood.
Oh, and there he's going to tag you with that one.
Alright, not one for comedy. I get you.
For another 5 points of damage, and give me a reflex saving throw, Loose Fang.
Why is everything trying to catch me on fire?
Because
Oh,
you're easy.
this time your clothes do catch on fire, Loose Fang.
I knew these were a bad idea.
Okay, you are on fire. You will take continual fire damage until you can get it extinguished.
Well, I will do what I can about that.
Sheik, you saw what happened.
Okay.
The elemental dodged out of Nutmeg's way, and now it is around the corner and out of your sight.
I still have a pretty good hide since he's not seeing me.
Correct.
I'm going to move as close as I can, and I'm gonna hide against a building.
Okay, give me a hide check. I'm not sure why you should bother, but but go ahead
It's
and do
combat. It's
it.
it's tradition.
Yep. You could roll a natural one.
It's possible, but
It didn't happen, but you could. You rolled a natural 2 and still got a 24.
yeah.
Okay, see that's
So
the rogue for you guys. That's the rogue for you. All right. So, having neatly dodged your charge, it is going to spin around and shoot a jet of flame at Paprika. I'm going to check Paprika's armor class here just a second.
No. Watch out, Paprika.
Armor class 17 for Paprika.
Be tanky.
Yeah. Well, 17 is decent, but it's not quite in the realm of tanky. And but A natural 1 is not enough. And that's not going to hit Paprika. She rears back to dodge out of the way of the flame jet. Nutmeg, you and Paprika. Strike.
Yes. I will do my melee attack with my spear first.
All right. Dang, that is definitely enough. Go ahead and roll for damage on that guy.
Zowie, Pep.
Woo! That was a good one.
One d8 plus.
Plus your strength bonus.
Right. Okay, just check.
So you got, yeah.
I always have to check every game.
And that's
Can't remember.
fine. Wow, is it already 9/4 to 10? Gee whiz. Ooh, maximum damage. Nice one.
Nice.
Nice one. Nutmeg.
So
Careful.
hit.
Stab.
All right. But not enough to make it explode. Very good.
Paprika will do a horn attack.
Okay, she is going to try and gore. So she gets a d20 plus 4 to try and hit. And that is a hit. Go ahead and give me a gore. So it's a 1d6 plus 2 for damage.
Yeah.
Dang. Nutmeg, you are chewing this thing up.
Way
Well,
to
I'm better
go.
after I missed
I
that
thought-
goal.
Ironic,
that
'cause
charge
I'm pretty sure
attack.
Nutmeg is a vegetarian.
Deer were herbivores.
Actually,
Yeah.
deer can occasionally eat meat. This is true.
I was not aware of that. I thought they were
Probably-
strict herbivores.
Probably isn't great for their
If
stomach.
they are in need of protein, sometimes they will eat something that's like a small squirrel or something on rare occasion. Very rare occasion.
Fluffles, you are up.
Okay. I can actually move up with Fluffles. I'm not sure if that's far enough though. Boop, boop. It is just barely far enough. So, these are 5-foot squares?
These are 10-foot squares.
Oh, that means I can fit in the same square as Loose Fang?
You can.
Okay.
For now,
so-
let's put you right there
Okay.
so we can keep you differentiated. But
Okay.
yeah, you're standing next to Loose Fang.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna try and straight up punch this thing. It's getting two people trying to punch it at the same time.
Yeah, and you're trying to punch fire. And it's
Oh,
actually working. That's the thing.
Oh, I will roll that again.
Ooh,
Oh, yes, roll that again. Let's see if we can get that crit.
come on.
No, no crit. Oh.
Okay.
However, roll for damage.
What's the damage on that? I've never.
For a level 7 monk, it is a 1d8 plus your strength bonus.
Okay. 1d8 plus.
Still, for punching fire, my respect for your awesomeness meter has gone up a bunch of points.
Punching fire and it actually works? Yeah,
Yeah,
I respect that. Dang. Whoa, what is it with the
Whoa,
high
yeah.
damage rolls today? Woo!
Nice.
I like it.
Me too.
We want to protect the town.
Where were you when we started this campaign?
Seriously, we need Raylan, we need Fluffles, and we need Nutmeg. I remember one combat we had early on in the campaign where it was just one fight that lasted for probably 2 hours because nobody was doing any damage. It was really. Do you guys remember that one?
Yeah,
That
we're
sounds like-
just.
It's a fight that should have been over in 2 seconds.
That sounds like the nickel and dime jelly things in the first campaign I played with you, Dad.
Yeah, it might be.
I
But
remember
yeah, but yeah, this fight actually went on like twice as long as I expected to.
Oh, wow.
And I apologized at the end of the night. I said, "Sorry guys, that should not have lasted that long." All right.
That doesn't
Top of the
sound-
order, Raylan, you are up.
Okay, now, I am going to be able to move to see this thing. Yes. I should have line of sight here, right?
You do.
Okay, I believe I have a magic missile prepared. We rested at Marion's tower.
Yes.
Yeah,
So you've got full spells.
full spells. So, yeah, I'm going to cast magic missile as an 8th level caster. Do
That should give you 4 missiles.
well, let me find it out.
So
8th level caster do for every 2 casters, 4 at 7th. Yep, so 4.
yeah, so 4 missiles.
1d4.
All right.
plus 1.
So Loosefang and Fluffles, you see 4 blue bolts streaking past your shoulders and over your head as they burn into the fire elemental. Ironic. Go ahead and roll 4 die 4 and add 4 to it. And you got it. 13 points of damage, and that is enough to take it down.
Wow.
Very nice.
Did you just burn fire?
No, this is
No.
magic missile.
This is magic missile.
If I had used fire,
No.
Yeah. So yeah, fire elementals have they have fire immunity. So using fire against it, they're going to say, yeah, really?
wouldn't
All right.
that heal them almost?
The greater fire elemental, yes, it would. The lesser, if they just ignore it. All right, now, Raylan, unfortunately, 13 points of damage is exactly half of its maximum health pool,
Oh,
and it explodes.
fun.
So, Loosebang, you have been in front of 2 explosions here that have been brought on by people just coming in and stealing your kill.
Well,
This is great. This is great.
All right, Loosefang and Fluffles, give me reflex saving throws. You both have evasion, so you should be okay if you make it. Fluffles, you're good.
Where's
Wahoo.
that rain?
Where's the
that?
what?
I was saying, where's the rain from what Loosefang said earlier?
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. Loosefang, dang. Woo, nat 20 on that. Very nice. So,
I'm sure glad I used up a nat 20 on the dodging a little explosion.
yeah. Okay, so you do, yeah, Loosefang, you do not get damage from the explosion. What is happening here?
Sadness.
There we go. Gotcha. Okay. Sir Squeaks, your turn.
And he moves forward and he attacks.
So you can do 2 attacks.
Say again.
So you've got 2 attacks. One at your normal normal attack bonus, and then your second one at -5.
So just roll like I did previously.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, one moment.
Definitely a hit. And definitely a hit. Nice. Roll that damage.
No more splody.
Third one to hit as well.
You did not get the 3rd attack because this wasn't a full attack round.
Oh yeah, because I moved.
Yep. But still, first 2 do hit. So 8 plus 10, 18. Kaboom. Sir Squeaks, Nutmeg, and Paprika, give me reflex saving throws.
You're gonna kill the party this way, just like we killed Justin.
No, we'll be fine.
Hopefully.
You got this.
That's the
Sir
hope.
Squeaks, you take half damage. Nutmeg, you take half damage. And Paprika, I will go ahead and roll your reflex. Paprika takes full damage.
Ooh,
Oh no.
Not too bad.
not too
The
bad.
full damage is 9. So Paprika, you take 9 points of damage. Nutmeg, you take 5. And Sir Squeaks, you also take 5. Okay, combat has completed.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks for
So-
your help.
We do what we can. I'm sorry I wasn't able to get here faster.
He was trying to warn you about the explosions. Unfortunately, he was not quite there in time. Loosefang, give me a reflex saving throw. You are on fire.
I am indeed. Stop, drop, and roll.
Okay, so while you do take some fire damage, you are able to put out the fire. So let me roll one more round of fire damage.
I start
3
doing
points.
the Macarena on myself.
All right, and at this point, you feel a drip of water on your muzzle, and it soaks into your fur.
Wahoo.
Okay, and you can see amid the plumes of smoke going up into the sky, you can see the clouds above you are darkening. All right, we've got about 5 minutes until we have to call it. So what are you guys going to do in 5 minutes?
Get to that building.
Yes.
All right. So, Nutmeg and Paprika, give me a spot check as you come around to that alleyway, to that road right there. Okay. You can see the wall directly to the east of you, Nutmeg, has partially collapsed, and it has been reduced to rubble. But amid the rubble, you can see the street sign clearly that says Temple District. And beyond, inside the courtyard of the Temple District, you can see that there are fires going in there as well.
Mage Tower or the temple is are likely spots for or somebody to be summoning from.
You guys check out the mage tower. I'll go on ahead to the temple.
All right, be careful, Bolt, and remember what Orleana said at the previous temples. We need to probably appease both Orleana and Kexoth. They're both on fire.
All right. So, Nutmeg, you make a quick change of direction, and you make your way through the rubble and the ruined gate to the courtyard, and you find the county courthouse, and you can see, despite your fears to the contrary, confirming your fears, the temple to Orleana has been taken by fire. It is now ablaze. To the north of you, you can see the county courthouse, and you can see even further north the temple, which must be the temple to Kexoth, across the courtyard, has also taken fire. As you move further south in the courtyard, you can see that more of the walls have been reduced to rubble. And Nutmeg, give me a listen check. Okay, so the sounds of crackling fire and the shouts of panicking people are all around you, and you can't quite make out anything distinctive from the din around you. Moving back to Sheik.
Okay. I'm looking for any mages that I can, so I'm going to be knocking on the door of the mage tower.
Okay, the mage tower, as you recall, there are benches around the tower, and there were from what you remember, there were two mage guards that stood at the front door. The front door was made entirely of stone and required a a spell key in order to open. Unfortunately, the school of the arcane, the square appears to be deserted, although thankfully it doesn't look like it has caught fire.
I know somebody else I can talk to. I go up to this corner and see if the one merchant is still there.
See if the shopkeeper is there. All right. So he was the magic shop owner. The door is closed, and you can see through the window on the wooden door. You can see the racks and shelves of magical items. Um, However, you do not from you don't remember the iron bars being over the door. And unfortunately, there are now iron bars over the door, and it appears that the whole doorway is locked. So this concerns you because this is a development that must have happened in the less than a month since you were here previously.
Yes.
Okay, moving down to the other group. Raylan, Fluffles, Loosefang, and Sir Squeaks. Sir Squeaks, you can see that the walls of the temple courtyard have been partially destroyed and are lying in ruin. Above the walls, you can see Paprika and Nutmeg standing before the temple, and Nutmeg looking rather dismayed and trying to decide what to do. Loosefang, as you walk down the road past several other buildings that have caught fire, you can see that there is a large pile of rubble, and two buildings have been crushed under what must be stones from the temple walls. All right, and let's see, Loosefang, why don't you give me a listen, and Sir Squeaks, let's give you a listen as well.
Come on, ears. Don't fail me now.
Okay,
Just borrow them from Marcus. He's not here right now.
Loosefang, again, just like with Nutmeg, the crackling of fires and the shouting of panicked voices is all around you, and you can't make out anything distinct. Sir Squeaks, however, you can pick out a distinct rumbling fire from the center of the temple courtyard. And I'm going to reveal that, and that'll be the last thing we do.
Oh no.
All right, Sir Squeaks, over the flames and the smoke, you can see there is a group of defenders cornered in the northeast corner of the temple courtyard with a greater fire elemental appearing to have free reign and setting the buildings on fire as he pleases. A number of dark cloaked figures are approaching a group of guards and other figures that you can't make out up in the northeast corner. And with that, we will bring the session to a close.
Oh no.
Thank you for playing, my friends.
Thank you.
All right. Foluco, you go ahead and close the stream.